Hey YouTube, coming at you with a video from Jody who I met at New York Go Fest. Him and his girlfriend who says she has to fall asleep to the sound of my voice. So hello, welcome. Deep breaths, go to sleep. Anyways, hello. Dragonair, Toxapex, Greedent, 25 to 2700 range. Hayden, I use this team on an 11 and 4 run to climb about 100 ELO in 3 sets. I love using Shadow Dragonair and Toxapex in cups where steel types are non-existent and limited. I usually go with Vigoroth or any other counter user as a safe swap, but his band and Polygoth will make ABA weak to Fairy. It's not a perfect core, but it's one I always find myself having success with. I hope you enjoy the gameplay and excuse the times I threw Body Slam on at a steel type. So, yeah, the team basically does work. So the Dragonair Toxapex core is an interesting one because I think he rightfully pointed out two thing. They do kind of balance each other out, right? Dragonair is weak to Ice, Dragonair is weak to Fairy, Toxapex will deal with that. Toxapex weak to Electric, Dragonair will deal with that for the most part. Like, Toxapex is also weak to Ground and that as well, but, you know, can't have everything. So, basically balance with Greedent as a safe swap. He said that a counter user, like, you could use Double. Like, Double is a counter user that's not Vigoroth. So, if you want to add that counter user as the safe swap, Double is an option, but Greedent works fine in this meta. And then yeah, steals, Poison, Jab, Brine. You have to throw Brine, Dragon Breath resisted. You'd have to throw Aqua Tail, and then you have Crunch. So steals would be a bit of an issue, but let's take a look at the battles to see how they roll out here. Okay, this one is the Dragon. It should win just because Dragonite is so glassy, and your Dragon Breath with the Shadow is doing a ton too. Please ignore the fact that I just threw a Body Slam on a Steel. Okay, I will. Aqua Tail is obviously better, but honestly, Magnezone is so glassy anyways that you're probably going to, like I said, grab a shield or even Body Slam resisted is going to chip more than enough. Going to let the move go. It is a wild charge. You live. Now they can bait. Mirror Shot is most likely coming here because that's all they need. It is a Typhlosion in the back, a Shadow Claw Typhlosion at that. So Shadow Claw, same energy generation. Get to the Thunder Punch. Just trying to get one move off here is, I think, all you need. It is a Shadow Claw, so Greedent will be... Oh, they let it go because they're just going to try and farm you down here and come out with energy. But I don't know if they'll be able to get the Brine off. This will grab a shield. They're going to go for the aggressive farm down, and it makes sense. But with the shield advantage, you should be able to CMP because you have a move. As long as the game doesn't screw you over. Yes, I saw you through Body Slam, but it does not matter as long as one of those moves go off properly. It will take this out no matter what. Giratina, again, this is a pretty good lead. Dragon Breath's going to add up a lot quicker than they will. Tapu Fini. You gotta imagine that you're gonna have an answer. You can't... Yo, opponent, you cannot go into a Fairy when they have a Dragon lead. You can't instant swap to the punish, right? Of course they're gonna have an answer for this. So, of course you have a Toxapex as an answer to Dragonair, weak to Fairy. So you just farm the crap out of this. Going to let them farm you down a bit so you don't get... yeah, I guess one of two things are happening here. One is you don't want them to farm you down too much. Two is I think you're also burning the switch timer because you can come Greedent as well or Dragonair. Yeah, you come either or. You do get hit with Ice-type Pokemon that is a Fairy. That's okay. This will spam, and then you're going to have Greedent that's going to resist all the Ghost moves. So I think that was actually like a really smart heads-up play, was to kind of burn the switch clock a bit, so that way you have two answers for the Dragonair, so you can get out into that. Save the Toxapex for what is probably a double Fairy team. What are they doing? Besides going to lose this match here. And Giratina solo. I think you just come Greedent right away and just still top left if they're smart. Yep. Save us all some time. Okay, bad lead. Again, you can't come Toxapex, you have to come Greedent. Okay, and it's just a Powder Snow, and they make a catch on a Mandibuzz, which you would be throwing this Body Slam anyway, so that is not the issue. The issue is you are a Mudshot Greedent against a very, very tanky Mandibuzz. And these Dark Pulses now chip a lot more than Foul Play's used to. So you're going to spam these Body Slams. I don't think there's any scenario where you can like flip switch here. Just because Mana Buzz is so tanky and these Body Slams are doing some, but just Mud Shot resisted, and then these Dark Pulses are just going to easily take you out. Going to commit the shield. I don't know. Maybe you're trying to get this down to 1 shield. I think they can potentially outpace you to the next move here. Okay, not quite. But they should be able to very easily shield and get off an Aerial Ace and still come out with some energy. So CMP there. So that's nice to make sure they don't get a... oh, sorry. You had way more health than... Yeah, Dark Pulse is the right move. Can they get to another move? They cannot. You still lost Switch. Can you deal with what's in the back? Okay. Side Shock would suck here, but you just kind of have to eat it if they have it. Yeah. You just have to eat it, and now it's a mirror match, so you're in trouble here. I don't see a win con here. You just ate that. They have Powder Snow on the front. They're just going to let this go and just go. Yeah, this game's over. Not much you could do in this loss, right? You lost the lead to a Fairy. You lost the swap on a Flyer, and now you got a mirror match in the back, having already been shipped with a Side Shock on the Toxapex. So why are they shielding? No idea. If this is a Sludge Wave, it's still going to hurt a lot. Why are they shielding? Okay, Body Slam. We'll put it in the yellow, but they should be able to farm down. And now, just throw a powder. Yeah, throw a Weather Ball. Doesn't matter. Your Toxapex is so low. Oh, and they get to the Side Shock anyways. Okay. Okay. Toxicroak lead. Again, one we're just staying in for. They're probably going to outpace you, and you probably lose CMP. So I would shield. And then see if you can farm down, and if not, okay, smart on them. Yeah, I think it is worth staying in this and just playing this matchup out. I don't even know. I know you caught a Body Slam. My only worry is they have a Wild Charge. I know, I guess it's a good idea to catch because otherwise you would go down there. They could have Wild Charge. It won't one-shot, but it'll hurt. And I get the double kick is resisted, so it makes sense just to come in there and take the resisted double kick as opposed to neutral Dragonair. So you have some energy. They will come in back in with the Toxicroak, which is resisted counters, but your poison is also resisted, but Brine will take it out. They're going to go one shield. What's in the back? What's in the back? An Aurorus. So this Brine will they may probably use a shield here. No. That is risky to not use a shield here. Baiting, because they're so low, they're going to have to start using shields. So, my man, what are you doing? Shield's overrated. You let the first one go, even if it's a Meteor Beam. This is now just like fast move damage. You're going to go for the back-to-back Body Slams here. But it's basically like fast move damage with your remaining Pokemon. They're going to go for the aggressive farm down. I don't know how much energy you have on Toxapex Dragonair. And if it's not a lot... Yeah, so the only thing I would say there, because they decided not to shield, once you put that in like the deep yellow, and you have a super effective Mudshot Greedent and then a fast move damage Dragon Breath, you're basically in fast move damage range, right? You did grab both shields, but you didn't seem to have any energy on the Dragonair. Maybe you had some on Toxapex that I just forgot, but... It just seems like that was probably like a fast move down situation as opposed to like throwing 2 moves. Okay, so the good news is you actually have a neutral move as opposed to an Aqua Tail, which is resisted. Bad news is Goodra is tanky. And this move is resisted, but then you're going to lose Switch, but you'll have Shield, so that's okay. So you'll lose Switch. What do you come in with? Toxapex makes sense because Greedent, you'd have to throw a move. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I know you caught a super effective Thunder Punch, but now you just put yourself... Okay, why do they even come in Gligar when they have a Toxapex in the back? I guess the mud shot is resisted here, but I don't like giving up switch like that when you do not need to. Again, I know they have a Thunder Punch and I know it would be super effective. But to put yourself in a tough situation of allowing them to come in with anything they want into Greedent here is something I don't like. Now, they had a Goodra on the lead, so what I think you're reading potentially is with a Goodra on the lead, they're unlikely to have like a Poliwrath or something, because then you'd be double weak to Fairy. Bubble Jellicent is a little worse for Greedent, but still a great matchup overall. Get that one crunch off. Try to now catch. Oh yeah, geez. Toxapex is not going to have any better of a matchup here. I guess Bubble's resisted, so that's a strength, but Sludge Wave, Brine also resisted. Obviously, Sludge Wave is the way better move, so throw that. They do shield. How much energy do you have on the Greedent? They're going to have to get the Shadow Ball off. I think they're just going to try and maybe come out with two moves, a Shadow Ball and a Surf. But now they're just going to be taking... Oh. What the heck was that? Okay, that was dumb. Your opponent's dumb. Sorry. Your opponent's not dumb. That was just a very, very questionable play. Okay, terrible lead, terrible switch again. You're going to have to... See this? Okay, so this is nice. I imagine they're going to have a Toxapex answer, or else this team's like triple weak to Toxapex. So they're going to CMP you. Nice CMP on their part to force you out. I mean, you got to come Toxapex and just resist everything. You could come Dragonair, but like they're going to have an Icy Wind. I know you're just going to like let this go and then just try and run Toxapex. I got to imagine with the Poliwrath and a Ninetales, they've got to have an answer to this in the back. Yeah, they do. And you're screwed from the start. Again, that was another like no win chance there. Like that was just, you're just hard counter throughout. So there's no way you could play that differently. So Psycho Boost and Bail strategy on the Defense Deoxys. Out comes a Gligar. So this is not bad with the energy advantage. You'll probably grab the shield right back here. Coming with the Greedent because worried that like a Dig, you probably wouldn't get to an Aqua Tail and a dig would take you out. And Greedent will live a Dig. Get a couple Body Slams off here. They're both 2-0 and fast moves, so you can throw like right away. If you want to just like put pressure on it, yeah. They can still live. So they can live and just go a little bit of energy. Mud Shot down would be very, very tough from this range. Double resisted on the flyer. Dig to take you out. Getting right back into the Dragonair. Getting that energy right back. It is a Fairy in the back. A lot of fairies. Okay. This will chip, which will be nice. Instant swaps, saving that a little bit. So let's see if it has... It doesn't matter. Counters resisted. Psycho Boost will hurt, but they're probably going to go Thunderbolt if they have it first. Shielding a Thunderbolt. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, that shield. I assume Thunderbolt or Psycho Boost are both ones you need to shield anyway, so it does. I guess it doesn't really matter which one first. Umbreon is tanky. Catching on the Greedent. So, let's see if they can punish you here. Or they're just going to chip. I have gone, and again, this could just be my... You don't need to take my advice in any of these videos. Obviously. I'm just kind of putting it out there based on 50, 60,000 plus GBL games, how I would play out certain matchups. And I've mentioned this in videos multiple times. There's 3 things that win GBL matchups. Shield advantage, energy advantage, and switch advantage. When you are in a neutral lead, Dragonair against Umbreon, you can give Umbreon the advantage because Umbreon is tankier. I don't understand why you would give up switch so willingly. Especially when this is not an ABB style team. You don't need to draw out a fighter on this team, right? Because you have Toxapex in the back. So Greed and Toxapex can kind of handle each other fine in the back. So I'm really surprised that you would just give up what is generally a neutral matchup to get into that. And I'm extra surprised that you would commit to the double shield here. They had 2 moves, and you were right. If you wanted to live, you had to shield the second one. And it's a Jellicent in the back. So you have bad timing there and no moves. So if you have no moves, does Ghost double resist normal? I think Ghost maybe double resist normal. So able to chip it up enough. Shadow Ball, you'll live. You could just throw Brian at this point. I would have maybe thrown Brian to force that shield, because now they can just let this next one go. They still shield anyways. They really want to get rid of this Toxapex. Surf's not going to do it though. Brian probably will do it from this range. You got 3 Pokemon with like 1 HP, and that's all you need for the Umbreon, because it has 1 HP as well. So depending, yeah, so I'm guessing it does not have Mud Bomb. Toxapex, yeah, that makes sense. You can't, if they can't throw their water or ice moves, so they're stuck with the Aerial Ace. Still though, Mantine is pretty spammy, and this thing comes very quickly. But you're both very tanky Pokemon, and Sludge Wave is way harder hitting than an Aerial Ace. So this will do a lot of damage if they let it go. They do. It's now just farm down range. They'll probably get 2 Aerial Aces off. Either way, you should live both. Nope, they do not get a second one off. Quagsire comes back in. Let's see how aggressive Quagsire is going to be with the farm down here. My guess is pretty aggressive, and you are not going to let them. So this is, you're aggressive with your swaps. I'm just going to stop there for a second. You're very aggressive with your swaps. Again, I don't agree with getting out of a neutral lead into Greedent when you don't need to as a swap. I 1,000,000% agree of not just getting farmed down and getting back into another Pokemon, so you don't just get farmed down with like, because if you like, again, sort of rookies or newer people to GPL, what they will do is they'll just stay in that Toxapex matchup to just realign with Dragonair. But by that time, they're going to have like 6, 7 mud shots to take you down, which means they're at a Stone Edge, which means that you shadow on shadow, you're going to probably have to shield, and then it's a shield game. So that's, don't even give them the opportunity. Just get in there, force them out, force them to use energy. It is a Gligar in the back because, you know, Quagsire, Gligar, the ultimate Great League Remix core. How both of those were not banned, I do not know, but okay. Aerial Ace would have taken you out. Problem is Aerial Ace is going to take you out here too. Okay, so you do get to move. I'm surprised. I guess that's, yeah, 5. Take them out, forcing them to throw. Greedent is going to, again, there's no point. You can catch on Greedent. This game's over anyways. I don't know why you just don't force them to throw on your thing and then just come in full health when they're low on energy. So they are not even going to bait Shadow Ball. They are just going straight Poison Fang. So you let the first one, no, you got to let the first one go. Especially that you know it's a Poison Fang and this next one's going to come pretty quick too. You have to let the first one go. Because now they're going to get to a second one. And this one's going to definitely force the shield because your defense is already lowered. You should be able to get farmed down and have energy. But now you're down 2 shields heading here. Jellicent. You have to stay in this matchup because you need the greed in alignment. So you're just going to throw resisted, Aqua Tails. That's fine. It's a bubble, which actually kind of helps you a bit because bubble is resisted and slower on the charge. Does not help Greedent as much because you would rather have that, but these Dragon Breaths are adding up, which is nice. Put it in easy crunch range here. They have to surf. They're going to need multiple surfs and multiple bubbles. They are not going to allow you, and they come in Scrafty. Scrafty now has Thunder Punch, though. That said, non-stab on a Toxapex is still going to take like 3, with the counters doing very, very little. Baiting here. Yeah, I think this bait is worth it, just because they have to kind of shield here. Right? There's really no option. Their Gel Sense so low, and they need to try and take out this Toxapex with this. So it's a kind of an easy bait there. And now you get, ooh, can you live? Because if not, 1 HP. Look at those 0, 11, 15 IVs coming in clutch there, taking this out, allowing Greedent to very easily take this matchup for the win there. So thanks for the submission. Very nice meeting you at New York Go Fest. Like I said, I think your aggressiveness is both a strength and weakness. Again, you don't let your opponent farm you down. You're smart with your switch clock and stuff like that. Again, you may be too aggressive for my liking in neutral leads, but you know, if Dragonair is going to lose to Umbreon, maybe there's an argument to be made to like chip and come Greedent. But again, I just don't love giving up switch if you don't have to. But yeah, and you don't need to, right? Because this team is not like an ABB style team. So thanks for the submission. I hope your girlfriend is fast asleep by now. And that is it. So did not pump out 5 like I wanted to. This is my 4th video of the day. It's already 8:15. I'll probably set up another one. I don't know if I'll shoot a 5th video today. Again, I'm just trying to get ahead, taking advantage of the wife and kids not here, just pumping out videos during that like 5 to 8:30 that I would otherwise be with kids and stuff. So this will take me through to Wednesday, and for sure I have one more of mine on Thursday, and then maybe one more of yours, and then we'll do top teams. I don't even know what is next week. Great League Open and something is my guess. Next week is Great League, Ultra League, and Master League. Okay, 3 open leagues, no problem. We could do top teams for there. And then we're going into Fantasy Cup and then Fossil Cup for 2 weeks. Ugh. Okay, anyways, that is it. Thanks for the submissions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.